So obviously, I wanted to comment on this because so many people have brought it up to me. Being cool with Boogie for a long time, being a fan of Boogie for a long time. You know, back when I used to, back in forever ago, 2007, 8, 9, 10, you know, back when I really used to only upload once in a while for fun on YouTube, you know, I would watch Boogie quite a bit. Had a lot of fun watching Boogie when I would play video games, especially Diablo 3 around 2012. You know, that was really when I decided to start doing YouTube full-time, or at least part-time, but fully. And, you know, Boogie was one of the first people I ever saw using, you know, donation stuff, and he had some things that we had you know, good ideas from, and Boogie's always nice to me. He's always been really great. You know, I've tried over the years to do little things with him and things like that, but he's always just so busy, doesn't care. But, you know, even though Boogie is never, you know, even though I've donated to Boogie before and I've done things like that to support him, and he never ended up coming on the show for an official podcast, although we've talked off the air and met in other places and done things and whatever here or there really quickly. You know, I never flipped out and became an anti-fan because he didn't give me attention, or, you know, because I didn't get a podcast, you know, he didn't do one, or whatever the case was, like some people do, you know, to him all the time, or to other people, or to me. You know, it's just so ridiculous to do that just because the guy is busy and just, you know, he never said yes to you. And so I like Boogie, man. I think there's a dark side to him that people don't understand and that people should understand. But he's also, I don't think, some completely evil piece of garbage either. I just think he's got flaws like all of us. And sometimes because he portrays a very positive attitude and a very fence-sitting, friendly attitude on the internet, he kind of gets hate because then there's this darkness to him that creeps up. So it allows people to try to draw some kind of parallel about how he's a bad person. When in reality, you know, the on-camera Boogie is, of course, a very nice guy, a very middle-of-the-road person who's sometimes a little bit afraid to take a chance on an opinion or his real feelings or to stand up for somebody. But, you know, that doesn't mean that, you know, let's terrorize the guy. I think he obviously did take the bait here with this Frank guy. I don't think the Boogie he probably should have just stayed inside, called the police, waited for the police to get there. And when the police got there, you know, and then stayed in the house and waited. All right, let's wait till this guy, if he tries to break in my house, now I can pull out my gun. But up until that, I'm just going to call the police, let the cops come and get him out of here. I don't want to, you know, do anything. But he kind of snapped here and, you know, I don't know. It's weird. It's like he gave this guy what he wanted, because I think if Boogie was smart, he would have stayed hidden, never come out, never given the guy footage, you know. Then the guy's video would have been, you know, getting arrested at Boogie's, or getting the cops show up to tell me to leave, or, you know, which would have been all right for him. He would have gotten some views off of that. But, I mean, this guy got 100 times what he wanted by getting Boogie to pull a gun and then getting Boogie to shoot it into the air. So, you know, Boogie made a mistake, man, but I stand with Boogie, bro. I mean, listen, find the guy. He shot the boom, you know, reckless discharge of the fire rifle. He's never done anything like this, I don't believe. So I don't understand. You know, give him a fine and be done with it. Here's a fine. Nobody got hurt. Don't do that again. You lose your firearm license. And hopefully he doesn't lose his license to carry. Although I think this was his friend's gun, but as long as he has his license to carry, I think he can operate any gun, I believe. Or he can operate. What's it, a computer? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe somebody else knows the laws. I don't even care to look at it. But the bottom line is, you know, I think Boogie went a little too, you know, he should have probably just stayed inside, let the cops come, you know, but, you know, then again, I understand the emotion of being angry that someone showed up at your house who's trolling you and saying they're going to do it and do all these things. You know, I probably would have called the police, stayed inside, and then when the cops got there, I probably would have gone outside and tried to fight him right as the cops got there. You know what I mean? So the cops could have had to break it up or something. So if he gets the best of me, the cops will get him, you know. I don't know, but I don't know, dude. Maybe file a restraining order after that, because that's all you have to do. Stay inside, call the cops, take all the videos the guy made, take all the posts the guy made, all the threats, go file a restraining order against the guy. And now if he shows up at your house again, now he's going to jail. And he's in big trouble. That's a smarter way to do it. But hindsight is, you never know in the moment. Boogie doesn't have kids, or anything like that. So, he's more like, hey, what do I got to lose? You know what I mean? I don't care. Oh, you want to play games? I'm going to come out with a weapon, So I get that. Like me, this is what I would have done because, family and stuff like that. But if I was single, my wife had left me, I was living in my house with a guy who molests me at night like Boogie does. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I might be like, yo, okay, you want to dance? I don't really care. Let's go. And I think maybe that's what happened. Anyway, what do you guys think about it? Let me know. But I do support Boogie, man. I hope he gets off pretty much with nothing. And the next time, he just calls the cops and stays inside. And this piece of garbage, that took it a little too far. I understand the guy pranking him and stuff, so it's not that. I don't think the guy's the worst human ever, but obviously this guy's playing with somebody who's, mentally a little bit unstable, Boogie, at times, And I get that. Mental health's a big thing. I'm a little bit unstable at times. So understandable, man, but you're playing with a guy who, has been having a rocky time, with some things recently, and you're really trying to push him over the edge. What do you think is going to happen, when you mess with a guy like this? When you completely just screw around with a guy like this? And it is funny that they used Boogie's old picture, which is what everybody's been talking about. It was like when he was 450 pounds. Like his head is almost as big as his stomach in this photo right here. But yeah, man. Anyway, hopefully it'll all get cleared up, and hopefully he can still have if he has a gun license, can still have a gun. His friend doesn't get in trouble for giving him the gun. But that can all be proven in court, I believe, because it's like, dude, someone showed up at your house, you thought it was a threat. So, I don't know. I'm not sure what the laws are where Boogie is, but leave it down below. What do you think? Anyway, I support Boogie. Bring it on, bro. Boogie, you want me to hurt somebody? I'll break someone's leg for you, bro. Just hit me up. Let me know. Someone will go down. All right?